This is Sean Sport in podcast form.
Gearing up for the weekend's AFL action that kind of kicks off the week, but there's not a lot to look forward to if you're a West Australian supporter of our AFL teams. The West Coast Eagles obviously keep losing over and over again. They're hosting Richmond, but the Fremantle Dockers are the longest price competitor over the weekend. They're more of an outsider to win their game against Collingwood than the Eagles are to beat Richmond. How's that?
Oh, right. You know what? If you really live for football, right? So you live for your weekends of football.
Yep.
And you are like a diehard Docker or Eagles fan, it really takes a shine off of the end of the week, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
because
does.
you know it's not going to be great.
Because either team wins and that's your team, then it gives you a bounce heading into the whole week and you're up and about and waiting for that next game. But both teams have just been, well, in particular, West Coast's season's been horrendous all year. So it only makes you more disappointed and
sort
depressed.
of like when you're excited to get home, I'm guessing this would happen with you, Sean, and knowing that Megan's cooking something great for dinner and you're like, oh, great, I'm going to have something for dinner. Like,
Yes.
really, really yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but instead...
It's normally crap. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. I'm not eating her food.
Actually, she cooked twice at the start of this week. It was an absolute
What'd she
miracle. Couple of Hello Fresh numbers.
Okay.
They were okay.
My mum made me a lasagna, and I told her to put 3 bulbs of garlic in it, and I still can't taste it because I need all the garlic. And I did, and she goes, "How is it?" And I said, "Oh, well, it's got your lasagna when you heat it up, it's got a bit of excess liquid in there." And I might as well have punched her in the face. But I said, "You just pour the liquid out and you eat it. It's delicious."
But I'm okay with the liquid because I don't want it to get too dry.
Not too water. No, this is
a little
like,
bit more watery than you expected.
Yeah, this is Lake Munga. With a bit of lasagna on top. But yummy, very yummy.
Fremantle needs to make a few changes because Hayden Young, who's one of the great left footers in the competition, our mate Harry knows all about that when he did a video with Hayden just recently. He will be out of the game. Brendan Cox is another major player for the Dockers. Michael Frederick, who does the backflips for Freo, is out also, and Caleb Sarong. So they're in all sorts of trouble. The thing about this as well, at the start of the season, a lot of Fremantle supporters and all West Coast, when you play Collingwood, people go, yes, there's an opportunity. I'm going to go to the MCG and get a part of the action because Collingwood are the team you love to hate. And you pre-book these games and hoping for a great performance. And you're going over there knowing, well, from Fremantle's point of view, all these players are missing. They're playing horribly and Collingwood are absolutely firing. It's going to just be a miserable weekend.
Can you not just watch tapes from a few years ago then, Sean? You know what I mean? If you know the result from this weekend's game already, right?
But if you're going to Melbourne, you just hole up in a hotel and watch it.
Oh, no, I'm just looking
Replays?
in general. I'm just looking in general.
Yeah.
If you know the results this weekend, which is both of our teams are going to lose, then go back. When's the last time wasn't it last year Dockers had a great time?
Yeah, they had a great time, yeah.
Then just play those rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've already seen them, but you already know this result too. So just watch the good result. And then you're guaranteed a good time.
You are guaranteed a good time. I'm just feeling for those people who are actually travelling over to watch this weekend's game. They want to feel themselves with going out for dinner and pubs, I would have thought, in Melbourne.
Sucked in. That's what you get for loving football.
Just a quick around the grounds. Wimbledon is still taking place at the moment, and I guess because there's no Aussies left in it. When Ash Barty was playing and she won it, obviously we were all watching it.
Yep.
When we've had previous winners back in the day, that they've been performing well. I don't feel like it's connected with me this season.
No, but I feel like there's a real shift with the generations as well. A lot of new names or people we're trying to get familiar with as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I feel like Ash Barty was a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
Doesn't
You know,
it? Yeah.
and she's retired.
Yeah.
She's had a son.
We've got she's had a bub, but we've got like Dimonor. I don't know who else. Kyrgios. Well, Kyrgios was the big draw card, but he pulled out right at the beginning. So yeah, I'm with you, Sean.
I do think it's in their vested interest to always have an Aussie in there, and like for them to just make it automatic, like Eurovision. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause no one really cared about Eurovision until Australia is apparently part of Europe now. So I feel like we should always be in there.
Yeah, no, I agree with that
Almost
one.
feel like Eddie the Eel, is it?
Yeah, I feel like it's inevitable on the men's side that Novak's just going to win it.
Yeah.
I mean, the competition's still going pretty well. He plays Yannick Sinner in the semis, and looks like, to me, from the outside, that it's just another title that he's going to win and extend his lead with 24 Grand Slams and become the greatest we've ever seen. Anyway, that said, a few other things happening. Of course, the Rugby League was on last night, Trace, which was on Channel 9.
I was happy that the Blues just got one.
Brad Fiddler, their coach, is probably going to get the axe anyway
Yeah.
because he's been at the helm and they haven't had a great deal of recent success. So Queensland taking out that series. Australia plays France tomorrow in a warm-up game for the Women's World Cup. I mean, obviously we know how good Sam Kerr and the Matildas have been over the last, probably decade, really. They've been quite strong.
Yep.
The best part about their program is leading into this World Cup, we've had the opportunity to play the very best teams around the world. So continually you lift your standards along the journey.
Yeah.
So I do feel like it's going to be a time for them to really shine in this World Cup, and Australia could actually take this out.
We are, apart from, whether you got the title or not, we are the best team, aren't we? Are we?
Not in the world.
No, we're not.
But we're quite up there.
We're
I
probably
think.
have to be
top
up
five.
there,
Yeah.
really.
I'll have to see our
That's
rankings
brilliant,
at the moment, but the United States are really good.
Because automatically I just think we are because we've got Sam Kerr. Automatically.
She hasn't been named the best player in the world.
Really?
She's been best player in her leagues, but she's never won the women's version of the
See,
Ballon
in my
d'Or.
mind, she's the best player in the world.
Yeah, which is
Well, we
bloody
can just
talented,
think
mate.
that.
Of course we can.
And, of course, in footy news, I was just reading an article in the paper today that was all on the fact that Andrew Gaff has been playing really poorly for the West Coast Eagles. I mean, all their players haven't had a great season. But he's 31, and they were talking about the fact that he would be trade bait and that another team, he could go and start his career and get paid his amount of money for another team. No one's going to pick somebody up when they're 31.
Nah.
That is just rubbish. It's just filling a spot in the paper.
Yep.
He's on a lot of money. No one's going to take that on, and no one's going to take that on him on at that age. You just don't trade for people.
And this
like
goes for relationships as well if you're single. If you're 31, no one's going to want you.
Well, apparently
You've missed the boat.
Apparently, I've got a 2.5-year warranty. I was complaining about my knees, and Liam said that last night. Wow, 2.5-year warranty. So there you go.
that. Oh,
You see, I was a product recall.
Sean Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.